Good morning, everyone. Thank you for being with us here on our Tuesday morning. We start off the day with dense cloud cover as onshore flow continues to prevail over the last about 48 hours or so. Sunday, Monday, and now Tuesday, we have kicked off the mornings with cloud cover. By the afternoon, we get some sunshine. Evening time, clouds reconvene. That's going to be the same case today. So we start off the day with cloud cover. That's going to start to break apart by about noon, 1 p.m. or so. Hopefully around that time, we will have hit the low 60s, and then we will make our way to the mid 60s by the afternoon, peaking around 65, maybe 66 degrees, 3, 4 p.m. or so. Evening time, we should have fewer clouds on hand, but it will still be a cloudy overnight stretch. And then tomorrow, we start to really see a loosening of that onshore flow. Wind speeds die down and change direction in some cases. That trough of low pressure won't be quite as impactful to us. And instead, we'll see an expanding ridge of high pressure. And that's going to help to warm us up and clear our skies out beginning tomorrow. But for now, we're still working through many of those clouds. Temperatures this afternoon are going to peak below normal for San Diego and Ramona. 3 degrees cooler than normal for San Diego, 2 degrees cooler than normal for Ramona. The farther you get from the coast, the warmer than average you'll be. So all the way out in Borrego Springs, onshore flow, not much of a threat. 8 degrees warmer than average. 95 is their high as opposed to their normal of 87. 8 to 10 day, 6 to 10 day outlook, really whichever you point towards. Climate Prediction Center is pushing us into the below average probability range for precipitation. What that means for us is not the guarantee that we will stay dry, but the likelihood that over the next 6 to 10 days in total, we will see less precipitation than what we would normally be picking up on. So what we see in most of our forecast models is the most we're expecting over the next 6 to 10 days is maybe early morning marine layer drizzle, some dew out there, but nothing really substantial, nothing very measurable in the forecast, at least for now. We'll keep you up to date when we see those models change, and it looks like into maybe the middle of next week we could start to see some of those changes right at about the beginning of May. However, we're still pretty far out from the beginning of May, and in the meantime, we're enjoying some warmer temperatures. 60s along the coast, 70s this afternoon, 71 for Escondido, Ramona, Poway, 73 this afternoon for El Cajon. Along the coastline, we're looking at a high of 66 in Oceanside, Carlsbad, and San Diego, 64 down south in Chula Vista, and 94 degrees out there in Borrego Springs. It is going to be nice and toasty out there in the deserts. Take a look at the 8-day. Here is, as that ridge expands, how things are going to change. So we'll see a warming trend and more sunshine for Thursday through Saturday. 70s along the coast, 80s inland. We start to cool down just a bit for the end of the weekend, early next week or so. That's where the prime changes come into play, with the possibility of maybe some wet weather as those temperatures drop to the mid 60s and low 70s along the coast. But enjoy this warm up. If you didn't get outside last weekend and enjoy the heat, well, now you get the opportunity to do so, but just keep the water on hand. Remember, body needs to kind of adjust slow and steady to that warm up. So water is going to be your friend. Across the mountains, there's a couple days where we could make it into 80 degrees. Friday, 79, but Saturday, 81 is that forecast high. Triple digits out there for the deserts from Thursday through Sunday. Enjoy the summer-like weather that we're going to be encountering, but do keep in mind that this is just kind of a stint toward the end of the week and early next that we'll see it, whereas once we get into the beginning of next week, we'll start that cool down back toward average, if not slightly cooler than average. Remember, you can keep up to date with the latest on our website at cbs8.com/weather. I'm Evan Irani with your CBS 8 Plus extended forecast.